John Deere announced yesterday that it's cutting 225 jobs.
John Deere making a big change to where they manufacture their farming equipment.
Days ago that they're going to move a lot of their manufacturing business to
Deere & Company's largest factory in the Quad Cities, shedding employees.
It's a problem that's been plaguing America's farmers. The tractors plant.
John Deere is moving some production from Iowa to Mexico.
John Deere, a farming icon, seemingly betrayed its roots, sparking outrage. Just moments ago, the company's actions sent shockwaves, threatening the $34 billion U.S. farming industry. What's happening behind Deere's closed factory doors? We'll reveal the plant closures, the shift to Mexico, and the devastating impact on Midwest communities. Is this the end of an era for American farming? John Deere's recent 225 job cuts at Harvester Works in East Moline. The announcement of 225 job cuts at John Deere's Harvester Works in East Moline sent immediate shockwaves. This facility, a core part of the Quad Cities, faces a significant downsize in October. For nearly 2 centuries, John Deere has been a lifeline for farmers and communities across the Midwest, making this news especially disheartening. The cuts signify more than just lost jobs. They represent a shift in strategy that impacts families and the local economy. Many view this as a stark betrayal of the company's historical commitment to American manufacturing. The company's broader shift of manufacturing to Mexico. John Deere's decision to shift manufacturing operations to Mexico is not an isolated incident, but a broader strategic pivot. This transition began in late 2023 and has since accelerated, impacting several U.S. facilities. Production of skid steer and compact track loaders will be relocated from Dubuque, Iowa, by the end of 2026. These moves are perceived as prioritizing cost savings over the company's historical commitment to U.S. workers. The relocation raises concerns about long-term effects on the Midwest's economic stability. Financial context: John Deere's profits versus layoff decisions. Critics question the financial motivations behind the layoffs, given John Deere's substantial profits. In fiscal year 2023, the company reported over $1 billion in profits and spent $7.2 billion on stock buybacks. Simultaneously, CEO John May received $26.7 million in total compensation, while shareholders collected $1.4 billion in dividends. These figures fuel the narrative that the job cuts are driven by corporate greed rather than economic necessity. The public views Deere's financial strength as an argument against the need for such drastic measures. Economic impact on Midwest communities and small towns. The economic repercussions of John Deere's offshoring strategy are intensifying across the Midwest. Towns like Waterloo, Ottumwa, and Moline, deeply tied to John Deere's identity, face the dual challenge of lost jobs and declining commerce. These communities are experiencing a ripple effect as local businesses, schools, and banks feel the strain. The layoffs contribute to a sense of uncertainty, leading families to consider leaving the area, further destabilizing the local economy. Q1 2025 financial performance. John Deere's Q1 2025 financial results revealed a concerning downturn. Net income dropped by 50% year-over-year, while net sales plummeted by 30%. These figures highlight the challenges the company faces. Sales for its production and precision agriculture division decreased by 37%, and the small agriculture and turf division saw a 28% decrease. Factors contributing to this decline include decreased farmer spending, higher interest rates, and concerns over proposed tariffs. Wait a second, I have a question for you. After hearing about these job cuts, how does this news impact your view on major corporations' responsibility to their local communities? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. Tariff concerns and their potential impact on the agricultural recovery. John Deere has voiced concerns over tariffs and their potential to disrupt the fragile agricultural recovery. After enduring a slump marked by low commodity prices and rising interest rates, American agriculture faces renewed threats. Proposed tariffs on steel, aluminum, and retaliatory duties could sharply raise production costs, impacting farmers' ability to invest in new equipment. John Deere leadership sees these tariffs as a major impediment to recovery. Uncertainty surrounding trade policies looms large for the agricultural sector, worker testimonials, and declining morale. The layoffs at John Deere have had a deep human cost, leading to declining morale among workers. Many longtime employees feel betrayed by the company's decisions, describing a loss of trust and a sense of abandonment. Some report that management avoids traditional communication venues, creating an atmosphere of anxiety and mistrust. Workers in Iowa and Illinois express concerns about their future, highlighting the emotional toll of the company's strategic shift, public backlash, and political response. John Deere's production shift to Mexico has ignited widespread public backlash. The hashtag Boycott Deere began trending, with former employees and loyal customers expressing anger over what they see as a betrayal. Protests erupted in several Midwestern towns, and unions accused the company of prioritizing profits over people. Elected officials from both parties have criticized the decision, urging the company to reconsider. Bipartisan calls for reform have emerged, including proposals for tax penalties for companies that offshore jobs. The proposed American Workforce Retention Act. The American Workforce Retention Act represents a political response to concerns about offshoring. This proposed legislation aims to set conditions on federal subsidies, such as those received by agricultural and manufacturing firms, based on performance benchmarks related to U.S. employment. Though the act has not yet been adopted, it signals a growing impatience with corporations that accept public benefits while moving jobs overseas. John Deere's actions have brought increased scrutiny to its eligibility for agricultural incentives. John Deere's historical significance in American agriculture and the betrayal of trust. For nearly 2 centuries, John Deere has been a cornerstone of American agriculture, embodying endurance, innovation, and the hardworking spirit of rural America. The company's manufacturing hubs across the Midwest fueled local economies and fostered community pride. Now, the decision to offshore jobs is viewed by many as a betrayal of that legacy. This shift undermines the deep-rooted trust between the company, its workers, and the communities that have long identified with the John Deere brand. Hold on a second. Knowing John Deere's legacy, how do you think this impacts rural America? Share your thoughts with us. John Deere's investments in technology and automation. While John Deere is cutting jobs and shifting manufacturing, the company is simultaneously making significant investments in technology and automation. This includes developing autonomous tractors, precision agriculture tools, and advanced data analytics platforms. Some speculate that these investments are intended to increase efficiency and reduce reliance on human labor in the long term. The impact of these technologies on the future of farming and the workforce is a topic of debate, with some viewing them as essential for competitiveness and others as job-displacing innovations. The fields are changing, and the future is uncertain. What will become of these communities and the American farming industry? Only time will tell if John Deere can rebuild the trust it's broken. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth investigations.